there's no zoom tool in Adobe XD, Adobe Experience XD. They have an icon, and you can zoom in, zoom out, zoom to fit, and then you have a couple commands. The problem with these is that for the first two, I'm used to keeping my left hand on the command option side. My left hand, and keeping my right hand on the mouse, always on the mouse, never moving it. Now, when doing these commands, I either have to shift my left hand to the right side and press command plus or minus, but it's not in its home position on the left side, or I have to press with the left hand the command and then remove my right hand from the mouse to the keyboard and press those keys to zoom in and zoom out. Now, Photoshop has a zoom tool. It's right here. Now, also the way that it's set up is all I have to do is press Z, the tool comes in. Then with the mouse, does the exact same thing that Experience is doing. But if I press Option, now I can come out. But the good thing about that is that both of my hands are where they're supposed to be. My left hand never moves, and only I'm pressing with my thumb or with one of my fingers the keyboard, and my right hand is constantly on the mouse. Now right now with the mouse, I'm also selecting a marquee, and I'm selecting what I want to zoom into. Now I'm zooming out. That's how I'm accustomed to using this. The less movement I can make with my hands, the easier I can navigate through everything. The experience becomes more agile, and it becomes part of me. So then I don't have to think about how I'm gonna do a step. I just create the step and I'm designing. So it eliminates all this process of thinking of using the program, and I can still stay in the mindset of designing something. So that's what makes these tools great. But unfortunately, because I'm so used to Photoshop and Illustrator, and then they change this around, it throws a little bit of a hiccup on me. So then I have to readjust mentally, and now instead of thinking of where I want to go or what I want to do, I have to think about how am I going to zoom, and then I lose my footing or my step in the next section. So it's not very user friendly to use this program that is supposed to help you create user friendly and mobile devices designs. So I was looking at some of the comments how to use this setup, and none of them were really working. Then I noticed that Photoshop, if you're on the file and you have whatever tool, but if you press Option and Command, and then because I have a mouse on the scroll wheel, if I go forward, it'll zoom in. If I go back, it'll zoom out on the scroll wheel. I'm pretty sure if you have a laptop and you can use the touchpad, so with both fingers, if you scroll up with both fingers, forward, then you'll probably zoom in, and if you scroll down, you'll probably zoom down as you press Option Command. So this is a little nifty thing that Photoshop and Illustrator has. So then it saves you the step of pressing Z or actually clicking on the zoom tool, so you can just go directly to it. So that was one of the awesome things that this program inherited. So now if I press Option and Command and scroll with the wheel, now I can zoom in, and if I put the mouse in a different location, it'll actually focus and zooming in into that location. So this is better because it actually inherited that zooming in and out. It keeps both my right hand on the mouse and my left hand on its natural position on the keyboard, so I can save that step and now think about my design and not think about how I'm going to zoom. So for now, I guess this step works for me, but I still wish that this icon was an actual tool that you can use, such as this. But for the time being, it won't be that. It's just going to help to do this. I hope this helps, and I hope Adobe watches this video so they can actually create the tool that goes for zooming in and out, just like Photoshop and Illustrator. Thank you for watching.